Welcome to a quick episode on doing building lighting. Here you can see a picture of a building. The green horizontal and the blue vertical are where I'm going to install lights. The little red circles are, one's a square, where I'm going to drop lights through the table, the power for the lights. This is what the table looks like when you pull away. You can see a building in the front and the building behind. The building in front has the horizontal lights, or will have the horizontal lights going across. And the building in the back will have lights that are in line with and hopefully somewhat over the tracks. Here you can see the lights in the one building, and I fashioned the carriers for them out of plastic, and you can see in the bottom a couple of little gray tubes. That's where the wiring runs. That's just some styrene. And these lights are just standard, a roll of 100 or whatever they are off of Amazon with sticky backs, and they're 12-volt lights. This shows the lights in both buildings, and it's a little bit fuzzy, but I mean, again, these are just the sticky back LEDs you buy on Amazon, a roll of however many of them for like 10 bucks or whatever. They're 12 volts, and you just need to buy a wall wart that's 12 volts. You can get that online. 1 or 2 amps is more than sufficient for it. I built a small switch. There's 2 switches here, and you can see wires coming in and going out. That lets me put power in and turn the lights on and off. There's also a pair of potentiometers on here. That means I can adjust the lights. Even at full throttle, though, at the 12 volts, the LEDs, the way they come in the little strips of 3, it'll handle it. And the plan is just to go ahead and glue this to the bottom of the layout, which could be whatever your layout is. In this case, on the bottom it's plywood, but it could be foam just as easily. The 2 black strips are just some foam board. I'll hot glue it on, and you can see the pigtail coming down the bottom. That's for the power to plug in, and the pigtail at the front, at the top, plugs into the lights. The biggest thing I had to do was find a spot under the table. You can see there's PM42, a couple of reversers, and all sorts of wiring. So I had to figure out under the table where I could stick my little control panel so that I, had access to it if I wanted to be able to adjust the brightness, or if I wanted to turn those sets of lights on or off. This shows where I've put this, just glued it in. You can see the 2 switches, you can see the 2 potentiometers, pigtail for power from the 12 volts coming in, and then the pigtail that goes to the 2 sets of lights that are on the table, the 2 buildings. And those are just some standard connectors that I bought from Amazon and put together. Sorry for such a short video, but I just didn't have many pictures, and I wasn't in a video taking mood, I guess, at the time. So I don't have a lot to show you at this point. Some of the earlier videos showed you lighting, and I'll show some more lighting later on, but this at least gives you a little bit of an idea of what I've done for the lighting. Take care, and as I say, more information next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.